Hello, beautiful ladies. Thank you so much for sharing tea with me, Dr. C. I'm so glad to see you today. And please share that link with a friend and ask them to subscribe. Before we get into our episode, grab a cup of coffee or tea, will you? Now hurry on back.
Welcome to Sharing Tea with Dr. C, a podcast where women come together in a warm embrace to sip, share, and celebrate the connections that truly matter in life, finance, and planning. So pour yourself a comforting cup of tea, snuggle into your coziest spot, listen as you work or travel, and join us as we explore the heart of life's most meaningful connections. Let's step into some wisdom together. This is Sharing Tea with Dr. C.
Before we conclude our discussion about resentment, let's just have a moment of prayer, shall we? Lord, please, please help us to face resentment in our lives. And today we ask that you guide us to let it go. Amen. Ladies, our last episode, we talked about how resentment creeps into our hearts. And today we're going to finish the discussion about how to let it go. Repeat after me. Let it go. Okay, let's say it again. Let it go. Our last episode, we learned that resentment just sucks the happiness right on out of us. It robs us of joy. It really does. And it causes us to be angry and quite bitter. I really know from personal experience. And it affects us in personal relationships as well as professional relationships. As psychologist Dr. Albers states, quote, anger, if left unaddressed, can manifest physically by increasing your blood pressure, causing muscle tension, headaches, and digestive issues. Also, anger can weaken your immune systems as well as cause sleep disturbances. End of quote. How many of you can say amen? Resentment, anger, and bitterness can affect us. It really can. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. When you feel unappreciated, mistreated, wronged, or betrayed, resentment can take root in our hearts. And you know what it really feels like, ladies? It feels like I'm drinking poison. It really does, because it is damaging everything on the inside and outside. You're not smiling as much. If you have any physical ailments, stress, you know what I'm talking about. So you can feel it inside and out. How do we learn to let resentment go? I've learned that resentment doesn't solve anything, but resentment can rob you of everything. Let me say that again. Resentment doesn't solve anything, but it can certainly rob you of everything. Let's walk onto the path of letting resentment go, shall we? All right, now repeat after me. Let it go. God, help me to let it go. All right, how? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I followed these steps, and maybe they'll help you too. Sometimes I have to repeat those steps over and over again, but that's all right. Repeat them as many times as you can because you want to let it go. Number 1, locate the source of your resentment. Are you resenting someone on your job, in your personal life, your family? Do you know why the feeling started? Why are you angry and bitter and sometimes feeling unworthy or that you just don't fit? And it's okay to seek a licensed therapist. It's okay. It really is. Or a Christian counselor. It's okay. Number 2, examine your expectations. As I shared with you the last time, I resented my husband's illness, and I resented God for allowing him to have that illness. Well, I shouldn't say allowing, because God didn't do that. But I was resentful that God didn't just come right in and heal him. My expectations were that, we were going to travel all over the place. We were going to, I assumed 10, 15 more years of just a great life that we had. I was looking forward to telling the kids, bye. They're always going somewhere. Well, I was excited to tell them because here we were, retired, and we can go. No jobs, not pastors of churches when you really, really had to stick around. You really did. That was a calling. You had a purpose, and you don't mind because it is a calling, but sometimes you just want to go. All right? And now here we are, retired, and I was ready to go. But he got sick. I resented God too a bit because I said, look at these evil people out here. I don't want them to have what my husband had, Lewy body dementia, but I certainly didn't want that on them. But why on my husband? A great man of God, great husband, wonderful, wonderful, terrific father and grandfather and friend. Funny, he was funny. Funny, smart, oh my God, and knew that Bible and was compassionate. I was like, God, I don't understand. I expected, here this is talking about expectations, I expected God to heal him. Finally, I had to accept God's will be done. I had to accept that. Number 3, forgive. Even if we never get an apology from the other person, forgive him or her. And you have to forgive yourself. And you need to ask for God's forgiveness. I said, God, I'm sorry. I am. Because I truly, truly was angry with you. So please forgive me. My understanding is not your understanding, Lord. I have to walk by faith and not by what I see. And so your will has to be done. Yes, he passed, but I will see him one day, all right? Number 4, we've got to practice self-love. Recognize who you are. Who are you, girl? And what does God say you are? Who does God say you are? You know, I have this, you could have 3 or 4 of sheets of scriptures from the Bible of who God says you are. I'm a child of God. You know, all these scriptures. I'm a new creation. I'm an heir. I'm part of the royal priesthood. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm part of the royal priesthood. There's so many. Yeah, I have them typed up. Yes, I do. Because every now and then we all get down and we need to remind ourselves of who we are in God. Be your own cheerleader. That's right. Don't wait for someone else to cheer you on. Be your own cheerleader. Refuse to be burdened down by bitterness, anger, and physical ailments. Refuse and let it go. There's so much in Ephesians that talks about bitterness and anger. Look it up. Look it up so that you will have something to stand on and know that God is saying, let it go. Before we say goodbye, allow me, if you will, to give you just 3 takeaways. Number 1, resentment along with anger and bitterness can certainly affect you mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Number 2, locate the source of your resentment and what are your expectations. Number 3, let it go. Come on, ladies, let's say it. Let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing tea with me, Dr. C. Now I'm going to see you soon, right? All right, be sure to share that link with a friend and be sure to subscribe. All right, I love you. Bye-bye.